Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will begin with rolling friction. Rolling friction is a different type of friction. When the point of contact between two bodies are variable, a rolling body, what happens in rolling body? The contact point is variable, that varies with respect to time. Then such friction is rolling friction. When I will discuss two numerical problems, then you can understand or you can get the real concept behind it. So let us begin with two examples. First example, suppose a ball rolling body, spherical rolling body, and there is a plane surface that is made of wood. There must be the roughness on the surface due to two rough surfaces in contact, and due to the moving of this rolling body, spherical body, there will be the concept of rolling friction. So in rolling friction, the question is, suppose it is moving with 20 meter per second constant velocity along rightward direction, then what would be the frictional force F? This is the question. What would be the frictional force if the mass is 20 kg and coefficient of friction mu is equal to 0.30? Mass is equal to 20 kg and coefficient of friction 0.30, and velocity, constant velocity of this rolling body along rightward direction is 20 meter per second. Then what would be the friction? Since there is a constant velocity, now come to the solution. Since there is a constant velocity, so due to this constant velocity, there will not be any acceleration towards this direction, because velocity is constant, no acceleration. Then what would be the equation of motion for that? This force of friction acting along this direction at this point, that force of friction F at this particular point at that instant, F is equal to mu r. R is a normal reaction, that is balancing the weight of the body. So this friction F is equal to mu r, and mu into r means mg. R means mg. R is equal to mg here. F is equal to mu. Mu is given 0.30. Mass is given 20 kg and g is given 10. That is, it comes out to be 60.3 into 20, that is 6, that is 60 Newton. You can calculate it. So 60 Newton would be the frictional force. That is the answer here. Now let us come to the second question. The second question is very important also, and is given in several books. More popular question. For the sake of concept, we should understand the fact of the question. Let there is a table like that, and a chain of length L, capital L, is hanging over this table. The total chain, the length, total length of the chain, total length is equal to L, and coefficient of friction, suppose that is given mu, a general form, mu is the coefficient of friction, L is the total length. Then the question is, what length, what is the amount of length which is hanging, that so that the motion, the sliding of the chain would be stopped. What should be the length, hanging length, so that the motion of the chain, the sliding of the chain would stop? So consider here the mass of this portion on the table. Let its weight is W1 acting here, and this W1 means mass into G, and it will be balanced by any normal reaction R. And what is the weight of this hanging length small l? Let it be W2, and this W2 will be balanced by the force of friction which is taking place between the two surfaces, between this surface table and the contact surface of this string. So this force of friction here will act vertical upward, and this force of friction F will balance W2, the weight of the hanging length. And here W1 is balanced by R. For at equilibrium, F is equal to W2, R is equal to W1. Two equations. We can simplify it. This equation F is equal to force of friction, and this force of friction F will be equal to mu R. This F will be equal to mu R. That means F is equal to mu into R. R means this W1. Here you can write F is equal to mu R. But before this, we should consider the mass per unit length. Let rho be the mass per unit length. So the mass of this length, that is L minus small l. Here rho means capital M by L. Capital M is the total mass. So the mass of this L minus L portion, that is equal to mass of, we can say weight of this portion of length L minus L is equal to, since rho is the mass per unit length, so the weight means mass into G, mass of this portion will be L minus L into rho. This is mass, and G, that is weight. Weight of the length L minus L, that is W1. And now weight of length small l, that is, and W2, the mass of this, the weight W2 is balanced by F, means the F W2 is equal to the mass rho into L into G, and it is equal to F, force of friction. So at moment of equilibrium, we can write here that F is equal to W2 here, and W2 means W2 is equal to F, that is rho Lg at equilibrium. This F will balance it, and F means mu r. Now rho Lg is equal to mu r. R means W1, and W1 means this. R means W1, and W1 means L minus small l into rho into G. G cancelled, so rho also cancelled here. Small l is equal to mu capital L minus L. Therefore L is equal to mu L minus mu small l. When it will come here along left direction, L1 plus mu is equal to mu L. This implies small l is equal to mu L by mu into capital L by 1 plus mu. This is the length that is required here. Answer. So it is very clear. Revert this video time and again and think over this. The weight of this hanging body, I am concluding, the weight of this hanging portion will be balanced by frictional force. Okay, and the weight is equal to mass into G. Mass of hanging portion, mass of this lying portion, and mass will be calculated by mass per unit length. This concept will help you. I think you got it. So please like, subscribe and share for the upcoming videos. And if any problem you are finding, please call me. I will clear the concept. Thank you.